Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to a clip from the show titled The Your All-American College Show, which features an 18-year-old Karen Carpenter. I am very interested to hear what her voice sounds like at this young age because everything I've heard from Karen has felt like the most perfectly polished, flawless voice imaginable. And I wonder if it was always that way, because naturally as you age, your voice begins to change with time. And, when you're young, your voice is going to sound less mature. It's going to sound maybe thinner or less supported. Any number of things are possible. If you're going through puberty, your voice is going to crack. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to hear how good Karen Carpenter was at that moment. And apparently in this video too, she's also going to be drumming. So a lot to look forward to today. But before we dive in, a massive thank you goes to Andrew for making this reaction request. Now, my friends, let's jump into it.
Well, our first contestants tonight come from California State College at Long Beach. They're the Dick Carpenter Trio. And this gentleman right here, this handsome boy, is the leader. He is Dick. He plays the organ. Actually, it's not an organ, is it? Electric piano.
I think the Carpenters
and of course,
is a better
the young
name.
lady on the drums is Karen, his younger sister. Now, Karen used to hear Dick play, and she used to get so filled with rhythm that she'd play on the kitchen chairs and the table. And finally, she decided, well, I better get some drums. She did that and decided to play along with Dick. So that was two of them.
That's the inspiration right
there. And she's
there.
been going strong ever since. Incidentally, she's a fine singer, too, you're going to find out.
Use your environment.
Now, the third member of this group is a man who has...
What did he say?
...along with Dick. So that was two of them. And she's
right?
been going strong ever since. Incidentally, she's a fine singer, too, you're going to find out.
You're gonna find out. Yeah, there's no getting around how fine of a singer she is.
Now, the third member of this group is a man who has a name that's a little bit difficult for me to pronounce, but it's Bill Sisoyev. I did it! Sisoyev! All right.
Bill Sisoyev.
This group plays rock, roll, and they play jazz, and they play blues, you name it. Right now, they're going to play Dancing in the Street. From California State at Long Beach, the Dick Carpenter Trio. Here they are.
Let's hear it. Well, that is a bulky bass tone. Oh yeah, her voice sounds a lot younger. A bit thinner too, right? Oh my god, she's killing it on the drums. Dude, this is not an easy pattern to play on the drums at all by itself. And then to sing on top of that and not have any incessant breathing where you don't have enough oxygen to play because you're moving around so much. Very impressive. I don't think we're going to get any Dick harmonies in this one. Oh, but a solo? I'm down. That smile, that knowing smile. He's like, yeah, I just did it. again. I love the darker twist he took, and then he just shreds all up and down. I gotta hear that again. You know, like when you like look at sheet music and it looks like the most insane thing ever, do piano players for real like play with sheet music all the time, or do they like just memorize things or like improvise in sections like what Richard is doing here? Because I feel like if you were to look at a sheet music of what was just played, it would just be a wall of black text. There would be no space for anything else other than like the 64th notes that are being played here. Let's hear it one more time and then we'll let it play out. Good God. Solo into the bass. Oh, now they're harmonizing. And then back to Karen. She is so impressive. Oh my God. Her drum chops are actually insane. Yeah.
Yes, the Dick Carpenter Trio from Cal State at Long Beach.
Yeah, they showcased a lot of skill very early on in their musical journey, at least the public-facing one, because, you know, when you are, like, inspired and learning music at home, you can imagine what that household sounds like. It is notes everywhere. It is banging of pots and pans to create the rhythms like the host was hinting at with Karen learning how to play that way, at least early on. You can imagine like just how good they are in the practice room, and then to be on stage and pull off all that they did just there in terms of execution and skill. I mean, it shows you like the the floor for them was already so high. They had no choice but to succeed because of how good they already were. Like if you listen to what Richard did, we did like already 4 or 5 times at this point, but truly those are notes that do not come easily to seasoned piano players, not only in terms of executing and playing those notes, but also arriving at them creatively. The decision to take a bit of a darker turn, but then augment the progression and then cascade up and down. It feels like, oh, it's just a river of notes and it's flowing, but if you slowed that whole thing down and actually transposed it, transcribed each and every note, you could do a whole music theory lesson on that solo alone. There was so much to it melodically, even in terms of rhythm. He was constantly changing the subdivisions of his performance to break up the flow in a way that still felt natural, but shows you that it's not just about playing as fast as you can. It's about making the speed matter in the moments where you employ a technique like that. Similar thing can be said about Karen and her drumming, where she picks the pocket to add certain fills and make her skill on that instrument well known, and that's why they kind of had the trio all soloing one after the other to show off their chops a bit. So this song for me, definitely less emotionally gripping, like some of the other Carpenters tracks we're familiar with, but it shows you just how good they are at what they do. And I would say too, with Karen's voice in this particular performance, we didn't get as much of that like smooth, silky texture that we love Karen for. And I think that just tells you her voice needed some time to get to that perfectly warm place. And if she ever wants to be completely bright and youthful, she can lean into that place too. But I think where she excels is in that warmth, in that softness. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this video on 18-year-old Karen Carpenter in the comments section down below. If you'd like to request a reaction yourself, you can always do so by hitting the first link in the description box below. That is the best way to support my channel. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.